Yo, what's up guys, it's me, Paradox Gaming here, back with another Forever Stranded video. In this video, we are continuing from where we left off in the last episode. So, as you guys can see, we are just doing some general tasks at the moment, and you will have noticed a few changes if you are the observant among us and you have just come from the last episode. So, two main things. First of all, the day counter is gone. This is for a number of reasons. Well, first of all, we're now not going to be doing the videos by, amount of days. We're going to be doing them by length. So they shall all be around 10 to 15 minutes-ish. Second of all, it is changing a little bit. So, for example, OPQR, later on, OPQR does some on his own, for I am more busy than him and he wants to play, so he does some of the more grindy stuff while we do more of the advancement stuff. We do that together. However, some of the grindy stuff will be done by him off camera. And as well as that, the death count has gone up by 2. That is because I died twice in between, for the cuts in between. And as well as this, the day counter we don't exactly know what it was because the server's been up, so we can't see it by F3 because it's up all the time. And as well as that, there are a few other things like we keep sleeping and other things like that. And one last point on the day counter is that we have also started to AFKing, because later on some stuff, for example, to get one silicone, which we shall explain in a few episodes down the line why we need it for, takes 10 minutes just for this machine to make one, and we have all the materials, and we need a reasonable amount of it, so we AFK'd that overnight to get the silicone. And straight off the back, we had died of an unknown cause. Now, this cause turned out to be heat. Now, I had no clue how the heat ball worked, and turns out you need to be in water every now and then to reduce your heat. Or there are other ways, like temperature regulators, but they are all advanced. But yeah, mainly you have to be wary of your heat, and if you're not, you burn to death. And then we make a cactus farm, and then OPQR logs on. Next up, a close PvP counter with some husks. Low health, there were many more behind this. We go back to placing cactus, picking up some loot on the way back, and we place some cactus, misplace a few, and then get smacked in the back by a husk. Armed with my bare fist, it's time for PvE. It's E, not P, whatever. Anyway, yeah, after that we get our stuff back and add a few deaths to the death counter. And after a quick statistics checkup, you can see at the bottom there, number of deaths 33. Let's correct the counter and keep heading onwards. Free death for everyone. Man just did a 180 and flipped it around on me. Oh, revenge is sweet. And I can even PvP this blitz. Do not question the new death, for we have Snad. Give it power and cactus pops off. Or you can do it with sugarcane. It works with anything that grows on sand, and basically you put 2 sand in a crafting table and you get Snad. Very useful invention. Deaths may gradually go up, or just spike like this and go up by 4. Do not question it. Anyway, we have a legendary boat. It is amazing. Yes, that is not the way leaves normally go through a sieve. Yes, I'm putting leaves through the sieve. Yes, they're coming up from the sieve. And yes, it does make armor. Do not question it. As I said, you do make armor with it. You put ice cubes around slime, both of which you get from those infested leaves we were sieving, and you can make infested slime armor with it, and it turns out I think it's like as good as iron, if not better. Yeah, looks like it's as good as iron. So that was a task that we needed to do. That is one more challenge done. Snad manual clicking equals reasonably slow. Also, I'm on half heart. Snad auto clicker that clicks 100 times per second, which is what we do later, equals amazingly quick. We probably get what I clicked this for about 10 hours. Probably take me about 30 seconds with the auto clicker. Then I dug a pit so we could remove the walls and not die instantaneously. And then while digging, I found a very inconspicuous chest. Now it was a trap chest. Now I didn't see anything beneath it, so I thought I was clear, but turns out there was a ton, and I mean a ton of TNT. That was a pain to clean up. Then we were given this glorious technology, a tree that when you right click with bone meal, just sent perfectly bottled maple syrup flying. High quality maple syrup, amazing. And that was that for that day. However, it is not the end of the video, we're barely halfway. And we are back in a new recording session on Half a Heart. And I was not expecting to get to this point in the series, so we are noting down a cause of a new task that we have, which is a undiscovered location, which turns out to be a village. Now, I was not expecting to have this in this episode, but looks like we are, and whether we'll get through all of it, we probably will. Turns out 3 hours of content only makes 6 minutes of video. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Let's head over to that village. And here we are approaching the village. Now, of course, OPQR has played this game before, nowhere near as far as we have got in this series. But of course, you are like over 25 hours of content behind, even though turns out 3 hours only makes 6 minutes of content. So the main reasons we are here is because there are a few spawners that is the less of the two, but the main reason is a forge that you shall see in just a second after this cut. And here it is. I have slowed it down so much you can barely see me moving because I moved past it so fast, and this is what we need to take. So there's more than one of these, and that is OPQR stuff because he died here. And we now have to take this down and another one to get all the materials and then set it up in our base. Now, I only rang a wooden pickaxe, so I left OPQR to mine it up and found this slime sling. Now, this is an awesome thing that we made multiple later, and it basically launches you, but it doesn't work while you jump, and I'm getting used to it. So I take some damage and I use it to try and get home, and I realized, you take full damage from it, and I still don't realize that you can't jump for a long time, so your feet have to be on the floor. So I keep jumping because I think if you jump you get more velocity, which is almost always true, except in this case. So I get my water bucket ready and I test it on these mobs. I'm like, why on earth is it not working? You have to be on the floor, and I launch myself and just keep taking damage, and I almost get shot, and I think I do eventually die, but yeah, I just keep trying to regen. I'm like slime sing evacuate, I'm gonna probably have to water bucket clutch. I think that's what I do. Or I just run. I don't exactly know. And sleep. Well, yeah, okay, that's a pretty smart decision. Unless I die, which I think I do sometime soon, but not to the mobs. It's to my own cause, so I drink up and then launch myself in the air. But what comes up must come down. Now there was a lot of time like in between that and the last cut, but it wasn't anything interesting, and I just teleport back there, and once I have, I take my stuff and go home, waiting for OPQR to come back with the stuff to set up that forge. And we are back home with only +1 death, so now it's just a matter of waiting for OPQR. But we will have to leave that for another episode. For now, I am just going to be clicking this lever away in F3 mode, for we have run out of time in this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Apart from that, bye for now. See ya.